Before the next home match, Chairman John Madejski saluted the supporters. His club were promoted. The next target was to secure the championship. Reading had to beat Derby and Sheffield United had to drop points at Stoke. Glenn Little returned to the starting lineup.
Sonko with the tidying up at the back. High into the sky. Alert air traffic control about that one. Out to Little. Little on the gallop down the right-hand side, as he has done so many times this season. That's a good ball in. Kitson can't get the contact. On the back post, though, the midfielder running in. Convey with the strike. It was a crisp strike as well. Derby trying to get it under control. Here's Sidwell into the feet of Kitson. Sidwell goes for the follow-up and it's over the bar, which is a shame for Reading, because that was good build-up play. Kitson and Sidwell combining neatly. And good passing, good movement off the ball as well from Sidwell. Will be disappointed with the finish. Into Harper again, pulling the strings in midfield. Into the sunshine. Play with Kitson. Here's a chance for Harper. Scores! Harper could have just written Reading into the history books. We've got news coming through that Sheffield United are trailing Stoke at the Britannia, and with Reading being 1-0 up against Derby, as things stand, the championship title is destined for the Madejski Stadium, and those fans, don't they just know that? Lovely little back heel from Kitson. And Harper needing no second invitation. There's the reaction on the bench. Steve Coppell taking it all in his stride, as he has done all season. Those gentlemen, on the other hand, a little more carried away. Reading with their 22nd clean sheet so far. They'll be looking to try and hold on to that and indeed try and extend their run. Just the one goal to Reading so far, but that's a good ball from Convey to Doyle, and Doyle makes it 2. 2 goals in quick succession, just 4 minutes dividing the Harper and Doyle goals, and even the chairman getting involved in the dancing. Doyle wasn't going to miss from there. Substitution, a man who supplied the last goal, Bobby Convey, is going to be removed, and Stephen Hunt comes on, and John Oster, yet to score his first goal in a league game for Reading, will be introduced at the expense of Glenn Little, many people's candidate for player of the season. Another good game for him on the right midfield. Has he done enough to secure the championship title? Shorey with the free kick. Substitute Hunt. Nice little bit of showboating from him. Skips around the defender. Moore can't deal with it. Back to Doyle. This time Moore deals with it a little bit better. More showboating from Hunt. Bouncing dangerously. Doyle's there. So is Oster. And Oster makes it 3-0. That surely has sealed the 3 points for Reading. Oster becomes the 14th Reading player to score in league football this season. That's a decent reflection on how many squad members have contributed to Reading's championship title effort. Could be a little bit early to be saying that, because we await the result from the Britannia Stadium, but it looks like Reading will beat Derby this afternoon. Steve Coppell, the mastermind behind the Reading performance, going to introduce another substitute. Shane Long scored some valuable goals for Reading this season, not least against Derby at Pride Park to grab a 2-2 draw on New Year's Eve. I wonder if he can go on and add to his goal-scoring tally this season. Ingemarson towards Long, bounces for Kitson. Here come Reading once again. The captain Murty with cries of shoot, because he hasn't got on the score sheet yet this season. Good ball in from Murty, and Long's there to make it 4. Well, Steve Coppell will be celebrating that decision. The substitution made and an immediate impact by Shane Long, who makes it 4-0. Terrific ball in from the captain. Long on the near post tucks it past Camp. 4-0. Wasn't that man happy? News through that Sheffield United have drawn back level with Stoke. The Mexican waves in Madejski Stadium. Those fans may not be quite so happy if they knew that Sheffield United are in with a chance of damaging Reading's chances of wrapping up the title this afternoon. Sheffield United mustn't lose. Reading surely destined to win. Can Long wrap it all up? Here's Oster, hits the post. Well worked by Reading again through the midfield. Kevin Dillon wonders how that doesn't hit the back of the net. 4-0 to Reading, and potentially just a few minutes away from the biggest win in their history. Already guaranteed of Premiership football this season. Can they wrap up the title this afternoon? Derby County bundled off the ball by Sidwell. There's Oster. Hunt out to Long. Long on the angle, and Long finishes in style. Runs over to lap up the reception of the crowd. Shane Long, 2 goals this afternoon. 7 minutes remaining in the contest, and Long, very relaxed, slots it into the corner. More jubilant scenes in the Reading technical area. They think the title is theirs. Still 1-1 at the Britannia Stadium. 5-0 to Reading here against Derby County. And it's been an emphatic second half performance. All the goals coming in the second half. There's the final whistle. And Reading players aren't entirely sure what the situation is, because of course they don't know what the score is at the Britannia Stadium. We know that the score here is 5-0 to Reading. A terrific display from the strikers. Goals from Harper, Doyle, Oster and Long with 2. Steve Coppell shakes the hand of his opposite number. There's still a little bit of mystery surrounding the outcome of the afternoon. Is the title Reading's? Well, the fans are flooding onto the pitch. And there's the announcement. It's the announcement Reading have been waiting for 135 years. Champions 2005/6.
Sheffield United drew 1-1 at Stoke, so the Royals' 5-0 demolition of the Rams put the championship out of reach of their rivals. These were moments to be treasured by the club's supporters, the staff, the management and the players.
I know, it's amazing, you know, just look at them fans out there, it means the world to them, and it's just great that we could do it today in front of them.
And we wanted to win it as soon as possible. We wanted to do it at home. That was the main thing, because we wanted this. This is awesome. I mean, the crowd, you know, have been so behind us, especially after Christmas. You know, everybody started coming, all the half-season tickets, and the place has been packed since then. It's been just unbelievable.
Supporters could look up and see, you know, the pleasure the players had in achieving their season-long goal, and it was just—it's a special link, it's a special moment, and you know the chairman's a very wealthy man, but I'm sure he'll remember that above anything else. You know, we had some young players today. Shane came on and obviously made a massive impact. I'm sure, again, in 20-30 years' time, the one thing that will really stick in his mind is that moment today. So, you know, tremendous for everybody at the club. It's a proud day to be anybody associated with Reading.
Excellent, and well done to you.
Cheers, thank you very much.
couldn't have dreamt of it going any better now. Just coming on and getting the 2 goals was a brilliant feeling. Now it's just some days they go your way and some days they don't, and luckily today was my day.
It was good to do it in front of 3,000 last week. To do it in front of 24,500 this week takes it to a whole new level.
It's very special indeed. They don't come along very often in a lifetime, and this one was just so poignant because it'll never ever happen again, because this is, you know, a once in a lifetime ambition of getting Reading into the top flight of football, into the Premiership. Now, we may, in years to come, be relegated, we may get back into the Premiership, but it'll never be as special as this occasion when we got into the Premiership for the very first time. So I'm absolutely over the moon to be associated with that, and I'm absolutely delighted for everybody and all the people whose contribution have been made to make this day possible. So it doesn't get any better than this.